Good evening, everyone. We'll start with a press conference for the Khimki match. First assessment from the player and then the coach.
Well, of course, it's a disappointment. We came here to win, but Real is a great team, and they did their job. Of course, we knew it's gonna be hard, but first half we kept fighting, and second half they made the break, and they scored a lot of threes, and we missed some open shots, but it's basketball. Now we can't change nothing. We had games before where we could make us to go to the next round in playoffs, but now we can't change nothing anymore.
Questions for the player? State your name and the company that you represent, please.
Mariano Galindo para Euroliga. What happened in the second half? It's basketball, but what happened with the team?
I think we stopped moving the ball, and we start to play too much, static and not moving and not playing together. And I think that's it. And we didn't score the ball. We missed some open shots, and then we just stopped moving, and we played very, very static. And for our team, what we scored 70 points is, with us, it's not good. But like I said, I don't know. Real did good job, and they are a great team, and that's why they won EuroLeague last year. So, but like I said, of course, we are disappointed. We wanted to come here and win the game. We won here once already this season. We knew it's possible, but Real did good job tonight.
More questions? Any more questions for the player? We continue the press conference with the assessment from Ivanovic and then questions for the coach. Good evening. First, congratulations to Real Madrid. They were better. They played with more confidence than us. I think there are 2 important points in this match. In spite of the fact that we have started quite poorly on the first quarter. We got 33 points in the first quarter. They were quite confident. They were very good. But we stayed in the match. It was until the beginning of the third quarter which we did quite poorly. And we started the third quarter, some individual actions without moving, very static, and especially not playing as a team. That's something I was very much surprised about. And probably until the end of the season we will have to work on this. We were over there before the beginning of the fourth quarter. We still had a chance, but I don't want to say so much the defense, but the offense in the second quarter was quite poor. Without movement, without any ideas, without actually playing in the vertical. And playing against Real Madrid like that is hard. Questions for the coach? You say that there were a moment where the team didn't actually was playing. They were made individual situations. You think it was an excess of pressure or anxiety because you were seeing that you could not get ahead in the scoreboard? Probably it's action that any player who does it throughout the match provides as many importance. I'm sure they had a good intention, but it's more difficult when you try to do something as a team. You have to play as a team. A player by himself cannot win, can only lose. A player by himself cannot win. Just the team will win. Any more questions?
Hola, Dusko, Lucas Abrado del Mundo. El Madrid no se caracteriza especialmente por su defensa, pero
Madrid is not very good on the defense, but you got 21 points in the second quarter. Do you notice that? Do you think it was surprised of were you surprised with the defense of Real Madrid? I think they had a good defense. It's not so much the defense as our offense. We were static without moving. It's not just a movement in the first quarter. The ball was moving quite fast. We were flowing in out. The second quarter, when we started the third quarter, we were all in a 1 square meter. We were doing nothing. It's very easy to play defense like that.
David Robledo para Telemadrid. Su equipo ha hecho
Your team has scored 6 out of 26 in 3-pointers. Was this because your players were really bad or because of the good defense of Real Madrid? I don't have the statistics right now, but these 26 shots we have of 3-pointers,
Yo creo casi 20.
I think that 20 we were by ourselves.
Sí.
Yep.
Alejandro Diago para España Rusa. Dusko, una vez ya decididos los cuartos de final de la Euroliga,
Once the
¿cómo ves al Madrid de cara a
Final
la
four
contra
is
el
decided, how do you see Real Madrid against its opponent? Do you think that if they maintain the game, they can beat the Turks? Well, if they play the way they did, they will, but probably Fenerbahce will not play 20 minutes like the last 20 minutes we did. They will play with a lot more defense. They will move a lot more in the attack, and it will be a different match. Okay? Good, thank you.
No sé si se puede. Cuando hablen, que lo enciendan, pero cuando
No, pero
que lo apaguen, porque si no.
No, no,
se
sí,
oye.
en principio no es eso.
No, 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 pero
Uno, dos y tres.
cada vez oigo más todo, claro.
Hago más ruido, pero vamos. Gracias.
Bueno, buenas noches a todos.
Good evening again. If you're ready, we'll start with the press conference. First, the assessment from JC Cabral, and then questions for the player. JC?
Vale, sobre todo muy contento.
Okay, I'm especially happy today.
Venimos a un partido muy complicado, muy
It was a very complex
difícil,
match, very difficult.
que tenemos que ganar y
We had
empezamos
to win,
en un partido de mucho ataque.
and we started with a lot of attack, a lot of scoring. It's quite fun to play like this as well, but in the second half we came out, especially the ones coming out from the beginning,
Hicieron una defensa increíble.
and they had a tremendous defense.
Presenciándolo.
You were watching it, and it was amazing. I don't know how many points they scored, 12 on the fourth quarter, but actually against on the first five it was 3 or 4 in the beginning, so that changed the pace of the match. And in the last quarter we were able to handle it. We scored some important shots to stop one of their trends, and we had the opportunity to continue in the playoffs, and we cannot wait for anything else right now. Questions for JC?
Alex Aljo, Real Madrid TV. How much did it help having so much support from all your home fans tonight?
Yeah, it's always a huge blessing for us. Always so much fun to have big home games. We had, it seemed like a month and a half where we never played at home. We were on the road all the time, and to come back in a game this important in front of our home fans and the way everyone showed up and supported us, it was incredible. We hope we get that for the rest of the season as we come back home.
Más preguntas para Jesse, por favor.
More questions for JC? Okay.
Javier Rodríguez, Planeta CB. Hoy ha sido uno de esos días.
Today was one of those days where you prove that the team, when it has to perform in important moments, is when they do in a match like this, right? Right. I think it's been mentioned a lot, experience as a team. Many of us have been playing together for several years with important matches, and we don't surrender. We never surrender. We keep on fighting with confidence that we can move forward in those really complex moments. And we have the coaches as well with a very positive attitude, and this gives confidence to each of us that we can come out and do the things we do right.
Hola, JC, Carlos Muñoz para Defensa Central. Ahora se enfrentan al Fenerbahce la siguiente ronda.
Now it's Fenerbahce for the next round. What do you expect from this qualifying round? Because this is really important. It's going to be complex. They've been leading the groups nearly from the beginning. They lost not many matches. They're a good team. We played against them. I think we won them over here, and they won us over there. But Fenerbahce had a really beautiful playoff. We're going to get ready. We're going to continue with courage and with a lot of heart to fight and to play a good basketball playoff. Okay? Wonderful, JC. Thank you. We continue now with the assessment for Pablo Larsson and then questions for the coach. Good evening. First, as usual, to congratulate the team for the winning in a match which became a final in a group which was really tough. I think the quality of the teams in this group, I don't know if this will ever happen again. We're talking about the last champions, teams which played the Final Four, Khimki, Brose, the way they played, Baskonia. I think it was a really tough group from the beginning. I was saying also from the beginning how important was to keep on fighting in each match. We had home defeats, painful ones in the last few seconds. But the team was always very focused, and we managed to get to the last day alive. On the last day we were playing home against a great team who was also playing for the qualifying round, and I think we had quite a round match. Talking about the match, I believe the first 20 minutes were amazing. Basketball-wise, people will say that there was no defense. That's all stories. It's been an amazing match. The scoring, both teams moving the ball. I think it was an amazing first half. To the point that I think that on the second half, legs were heavy, which is normal because the effort of the first half was magnificent. We were able to adjust over the break some things that we had prepared defensively, which worked for us. I think the defensive work in general was very good. I think the work we did with the Svets, especially Woody, Chachas with Rice, with Koponen, the powers helping the centers. I think it was a wonderful work. Offensively, before you ask, I see that we have more 3-pointers than 2-pointers. But we knew that they were a team that they very closed up. They changed the defensive way since Dusko got there. They tried to close ranks, and we had many open shots, which even I believe we could score more because we had some times where we moved the ball quite well. I was talking about the keys yesterday and rebounds. We only managed to get five offensive rebounds. The shots, I think we got it occasionally, and not having any losses. Our passes, recoveries, it's really good, and that's where we move in important matches, and we should move in important matches. That's about it. Very happy. It's not much to highlight the whole team and to assess that probably we are classified to the top 8, not just because of today's match, but the whole group. Questions for Pablo? Congratulations for qualifying. The Cup in Spain, you were not favorite, and now you're in the Final Four as fourth classified against the opponent. How do you feel about that? Because that seems to be Fenerbahce, but Real Madrid is the European champion. Do you feel, are you wearing your championship shirt? Where we accept what the shirts that you give us. You gave us as favorites, you gave us as non-favorite. I always say that we were the shirt inside, and is the one that we have to work with. That's the one we have to wear, and without that shirt, we're nothing. We respect our opponents very much. We never consider we are the favorites. I think I have wonderful players, but the competitive level of the team is proven in the big days. And I think that in a season where we have so many problems, so to speak, the team was always competitive, always. And that's what makes a player proud and a coach, to be able to be competitive always. Then you win and lose because it's a sport, and we will assess what we did right and what we did wrong. But right now we know that we have a tremendous fight against a team who was a dominant one in the EuroLeague from the beginning. It was first in our group. It was first in the top 16. We don't have the home advantage. But that's it. We accept that. Now we have to go and play. Okay, another question over there, another one here. Congratulations first, Pablo. I'd like to ask, what do you say to the players over the break that they had that defense on the third quarter? Was it the best defense of the year? Well, no. No, I think defensively We changed things from the initial plan for the game, something that we always have prepared, because sometimes you start with a plan, but you have to change that. We changed Rice's defense. We maintained some risky situation with all the players, but we were quite smart in recognizing important situations, meaning we never let us to get into the play. I think Rudy was magnificent right there. And I think that at the beginning of the third quarter, the team saw that we had to go and get it. Maybe it was less vertical on the counter-attack. But I think both teams offensively was burdened because of the physical part of the first half. We had to be solid in the back, so we were more calm in the offensive side. JC gave us a lot of air attacking, not just because he was doing it so well, but because for them it was always a problem to have to chase him, run with him. And I think that we handled that situation quite well regarding the pace of the match, when to play fast, when to play slower. And I think that was decisive to maintain always that control of the match, no matter the result. After all those problems, so to speak, of all those different accounts from the outside, we saw in the last moments of the match some release faces from the players, the technical staff, the bench. What do you feel right now? Do you feel that with this classification you get rid of a really heavy burden? I hear this a lot, that it seems that when you win you are relieved, and I try to turn it around. When you win you enjoy it. I think today all Madrid fans enjoy their team a lot, and when you suffer probably you do enjoy it even more. This is something about life, not about basketball. We had a season where we suffered a lot. We had many problems, so to speak, from the beginning. Not everything was rounded up. We had injuries, players coming out, players coming in. All these things we really have already talked about it quite often. And it's that relief part that I really don't like. I would like to talk more about enjoying the work we did so we could get here. Because it seems, or it may seem, that we had to be here, but nobody gave it to us. Nobody remembers that Sunday we won in A Coruña, and then we had to win in Germany. Without that match, maybe we wouldn't be here. So I think it's very important, the group's work, and I take more the enjoyment than the relief. Last two questions. I have one sentence from J.C. Carroll, who said, from the competitiveness the team has, we have coaches with a very positive attitude towards us. Do you feel that both you and your technical staff had to do a lot of psychological work so the team keep on believing in themselves, so they can keep growing? Yep, this year is the one that we had to do it most, because many things happen to us. It's not the same to go in the dressing room when Roman scores in the last second and when he misses, and you have to transmit something and tell them so they don't give up, so they can keep working, because after that they win. So you have to try and make them see that you have to keep on fighting, you have to keep on working. Chus Mateo, when he was like that three-pointer, when we were in the dressing room in Vitoria, he said, "It's okay, we getting in." And I was looking at him saying like, well, but that's the way we try, that's the way we are, and that's the way we try to transmit. If you keep on doing your job, at the end of the day, things come up all right. You tell the guys, but it's not just about the coaches. It's a very personal thing. And JC, who was here, he was like that. He misses 5 3-pointers. Don't worry, the 6th one, he's going to throw it. And you know that because you've seen it often. And Pablo Lasso, as a coach, will tell him, go ahead. Because I trust a lot on my players and what they can achieve, no matter the result. I always say that. I believe in the group, I believe what the players can contribute to the group, and I value that dearly. And in that aspect, that's the way we are. But we like to have it because we feel that the players are like that as well. Last question.
Sí. Hola Pablo, enhorabuena por la victoria.
Congratulations on your winning.
Bueno, quería preguntar.
I'd like to ask, I don't know if you would agree, Ivanovic said that Real Madrid had a great defense in the second half, but it was not so much the defense, but that they had a bad day in the offense. I don't know if you agree with that, with the comments from Ivanovic. And I would like to ask about Rudy's physical state. Maybe we saw him complaining for many minutes of he was hit on the right leg or something. Regarding Dusko's comments, it's not my place to comment. He has his assessment. I have mine, as I read in your newspaper, saying that we have a lot of technical faults. Maybe it would be because of something. I respect Dusko a lot, enough not to be involved in his comments. I talk about my team, and in that sense, I think we had a great match. Regarding the physical, well, over there I have a bit of a drama over there. Yeah, a bit of a drama. I have Tompkins stopped for 10 days with a problem in the bones, and Dewar with something similar in the tibia. Rudy has a bit of a problem in the back. He's been doing a great effort to recover. And in less of a month, he'll be playing first level matches at a great level. Therefore, he's making a great effort. In the fourth quarter, he said that Ayon has a pinch in the back, so the match was getting easy. Nevertheless, this is something that probably all teams have, and we have to live with that. We're okay. I see them fine physically. Okay, thank you.